Now we move to Rahmandhika Firdauzha Hary Hernandha, solid-state battery team leader at Avesta Holding, exploring advancement and in solid-state development, one of the most anticipated shifts in next-generation coal architecture.
Okay, thank you for the attendance and thank you for the committee, which is in this session we'll try to explore more about not in the specific projects or specific technology that may be too technical for you all, but here we want to explore about how Solid4B cluster bring the collaboration pathways to solid-state battery breakthrough. So this is a kind of question that bring the debatable topic, actually. Why solid-state battery, which is here, but we don't want to focus on the debatable topic, but we want to go for the collaboration side. So why solid-state battery? At least these four kind of positive reason that why solid-state battery should exist. The first one is the design for the energy density. Of course, if we compare with the previous generation of the liquid state, the solid-state battery have leading in the energy density. And for the next is the potential for long-range application, which is this roughly translate to the longer range of the EV, which is it is the potential for the next generation battery. And then for the improving safety from the electrolyte perspective, of course. And then the last is the potential for fast charging coal. And Solid4B cluster want to bring this all of potential to go further together. Then what is Solid4B cluster? So for Solid4B cluster aims to enhance research, collaborations among the European level project working on solid-state battery. Previously, we only focus on, okay, this is solid-state battery for lithium-based kind of chemistry. But here, Solid4B cluster was built to synchronize and conjointly promote the projects that is working with the solid-state battery. And yeah, in 2022, Spinway project initiated the Solid4B cluster in October, and currently we consist of these all 12 members for Horizon 2020 and Horizon Europe project, which is not only specific for the research innovation action, but also for the innovation actions. It consists of Spinmate, Advagen, Amforbat, Hidden, Postlion, Seatbelt, Solid, Cyanic, Solve, Sprint, Stellar, and Angelic. And of course, we want to expand more, not in the number, but also the knowledge of the project that we have the umbrella. And yeah, this is the timeline for the Solid4B cluster. At the first, we initiate with the 7 projects in 2022, and then in 2023, we got new members, and then we have first webinar and first hybrid workshop, and then next year, we got a new member again, and then we have 9 projects in total, and we have the second hybrid workshop. And because previously we just, okay, this is only the solid, the cluster, which is following the call from the commission. Actually, if you see in every call of the commission, every call of the project, you always see like, this project should have the connection with the same projects in the same call, which is this one called somehow the sister project. But in the end, this is kind of, when you go with the new call every year, when you have to initiate the sister projects, bring some funny story, which is this one happened in another cluster actually, and which is Project A and Project B. Both of them in the same call. They want to go initiate the collaboration with the sisters project with this. But in this case, okay, Project A approached Project B, and then in the end, Project B have not response with the approach. But in the end, when Project B see that Project A have a cluster inside, then Project B, oh, I'm interested to go together. Then they join to the cluster, which is this kind of funny thing, no need to happen again in the future. This is thanks to the BEPA, because BEPA have the RNI Path for AU Research Outlook, which is it's also released every year, and then it can see how this project and which project connected in one cluster or another cluster. So this is a good approach, because in the end, in the future, we don't need to form a new cluster, we don't need to form a new sister project, which is the existing cluster. It's important to go together further with the call. And then the Solid4B cluster consists. This is in our new movement in 2025. That previously we only worked with the lithium based solid state electrolyte, but now we try to expand a bit with we will go with the solid state electrolyte, even though it's polymer based, oxide, sulfide, halide, hybrid, and also low liquid content like quasi-solid state, which is whatever the system, which is it's connected with solid state, let's go. Not only for lithium, we can go for LIS and go for sodium, then you can go together. And yeah, this is the current cluster partners that I mentioned in the beginning. And then because the Solid4B cluster is expanding, so every collaboration request will go through the following phases. And because now we have the routine meeting, like every 4 months we have the meeting. So every project or every new kickoff meeting project can approach us, which is we can send an email request and then have a presentation in front of the existing members and voting from the current partners, and then we can announce that we have the new partners and we can continue collaboration. And yeah, this is the technology that we have inside the Solid4B cluster member. Start with the polymer. Polymer solid state electrolyte has spinmate, solid, and cyanic here. And for sulfide, we have one project, PulseLion. And for the hybrid, we have 4 projects there, Advagen, Amphobat, Seedbelt, and Solve. And for quasi-solid state, this hidden project. And then for the beyond lithium, which is, they just joined recently, Sprint, Stellar Project, and Angelic, covered from the sodium ion and lithium sulfur, and also lithium metal production there. And for the end product or end of the goal, want to go with the solid state electrolyte. And yeah, this is the possible technical collaboration that I mentioned before, that we can break down from the first knowledge sharing, of course, through internal and public events, help to understand the bottlenecks. We don't want to share only the, okay, this is our successful story, that's it. But of course, we need the bottleneck. We need the challenge insight from every project. Because in the end, we hope from those of the projects, we can see, okay, this system have these shortcomings. And this system, it's leading. Then maybe this system we use for the wet mixing, but it's also potential for the dry coating we can use in the future. So that's why knowledge sharing is important in our DNA of Solid4B cluster. And then involving the Solid4B cluster partner as an external advisory board members from your projects, it's always possible. And then we have also close collaboration in scientific article writings. It's important as well. And then the last but not least is the Solid4B cluster enables talent fostering. So we always see that not all of the project, but most of the project consists of research institute, university, and also the industry. So that's why here we can support with the technical scope scouting, but aligning research priorities with clusters, revealing emerging technology, and of course, we can see, okay, after this project ends, maybe we need to go for the next proposal, then we can see with the future collaboration. And yeah, as a summary, of course, the Solid4B cluster has not only collaborated with the sister project, which is, we can maybe recommend to the commission, which is for the next call, no need for the requirement of doing sister projects, but let this project join the cluster. That's it. And then the cluster partners have a chance to conduct the event together. And of course, Solid4B cluster also have the booth here together in Battery Innovation Days, because we have the collaboration space here. And then for the expanding the communication and dissemination impact. Of course, one project, if you want to go fast, then you can go alone. But if you want to go further, we can go together. And yeah, this is the previous events that we have before that I mentioned about the hybrid workshop, webinars, and also some kind of how to say, the highlights of the project in the Battery Innovation Days and etc. So that's why here Solid4B cluster opened the chance and opportunity to discover Solid4B, solid state electrolyte together to the collaboration, then we can move further together. And that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you again, Mr. Hernandha.